Hi, everyone. How's everybody doing? Today, I'm going to do an emotional and energetic clearing on myself. And I think I'm going to do a frequency number also. But just because I'm working on myself does not mean that you won't receive a benefit from watching this. So if you're open to just listening and then tuning in to see what you're feeling in your body, you may start to feel some different sensations, and also some emotions may come up that want to be cleared. So just be prepared. I don't like saying the trigger warning but just be prepared that this is for me, but it may help you, and hopefully it does. And if you're not prepared to have some emotional clearing right at this moment, then come back to the video when you can. I will upload this to my YouTube channel and it'll be there shortly. So, you can always watch it there too. So the topic I'm going to clear for me and for others is this. I did some mini sessions this weekend at a crystal store in Westboro, so not too far from where I live. I did mini sessions for people. They were 20 minutes. People had the option to choose from 3 different types of clearing, and one of them was meridian clearings. But really what that is I do go through the various meridians, but I am really pinpointing emotions that are stored. So old stories, old emotions, old experiences that people have stored in their body. That's what I'm really working on when I'm clearing the meridians. So this particular phrase came up for about 3 different people. I remember saying it 3 times, maybe even 4 times. Totally different people. They didn't even know each other. And I was like, every time I said it, I took a really deep breath and I was like, whoa. And this really, we've all been through something like this. And I was like, oh, this is for me too. Every time I work on somebody, the healing is also for me. And I think many practitioners will, say that we are here to help and to support and to be in service of others. But many times we're also clearing ourselves as we're helping others. So, all right, here's the phrase. Let's see how this lands for you. The phrase is unable to trust the self to create anything good. So anytime you have had the experience or have felt that you are unable to trust yourself to create anything good, that's what I'm going to work on clearing for myself. I'm going to use my book. I'm going to use my pendulum. I'm going to clear the old fear-based energies, so emotions, and then I'm going to replace with new, the love-based energies. So if you would like to also just sit back and receive, again, I invite you to tune in to what you're feeling in your body as I do this, and also notice sensations. Notice where there might be tightness. Notice where you may feel some expansion, which is great. So expansion, like a release, is happening. And notice any emotions that may come up. And if you don't feel anything at all, that's totally okay. That's also normal. There is a release and a clearing that's happening. Some people can feel it more. Some people feel more physical sensations in their body. Some people have more of an emotional response and release. I say some people have a mental aha. They're like, oh yeah, that thing that happened when I was 5 or 25 or yesterday. So there could be like a release from a memory, like you might have an aha. You might see colors. You might, like I said, feel sensations in your body. All of that is releasing. So it's perfect. Um, and then notice how you feel when I bring in the love based words and like the new energy. Really take those words in. That's the most important thing. Let the fear based energies leave and move out of your system, out of your field, out of your body, out of your emotional body, and really tune in to the positive words. And I'll do the frequency number too. Um, and I do these clearings for people. If you're interested, you can just purchase them and you don't have to like be with me on Zoom. It comes through your email. I get on Zoom, I do the recording, and I send it to you. So you are welcome to have something personalized for you. You can do a one session, or you can buy a pack of four. Where you will receive four of these, so once a week. So for a whole month, you'll receive an energetic clearing and a frequency number. And for those of you that are unfamiliar with the frequency number, just listen. You're just listening to the numbers that have a healing frequency, and they're working to break things up in your field that may be stagnant, stored, stuck, old stories, old patterns, limiting beliefs. We don't even need to know what they are exactly. The most important thing is that they're being cleared. Um, and this is just for people that have not ever watched me before or are new to this. So again, the topic is when we have ever felt unable to trust the self to create anything good. And what I want to say about that is you may have created some really awesome things, like anything, a project, a product, a service, a presentation. You may have created it and it may have been fabulous, but sometimes we still doubt ourselves. We're like, was that okay? Was that good enough? Did I do a good job? Was that well received? So it's not that we don't create good things, because we do, but we're not trusting ourselves. And sometimes we don't trust ourselves to move forward. We're like in that freeze state, that fight, flight, freeze state. So this hopefully will start to loosen some of that up for you and release it. Okay, so I'm going to jump in. I'm going to clear the fear-based words and then replace with love-based, and then do the frequency number. If any word that I say sounds heavy or has some heavy emotions around it, I will encourage you to take a deep breath in and out at your own pace, and then ground through your feet. Like pull the energy down through your body and ground out through your feet. Give it to Mother Earth. Give it to the earth to transmute. You may want to call in your guides and helpers to help transmute further. You can call in the violet flame of Saint Germain to transmute. Usually when I work with the pendulum, and the minute that I say the words, they are being released. The clearing is happening. But if you feel that you need that additional support from your guides, angels, all of that stuff, please call them in. Like I said, you may want to call in the violet flame to clear, to give it to the violet flame for further transmutation. It's a fire. It's gonna burn it off and transmute. And again, just use your breath. We have everything we need. So use your body and your breath. Tune into sensations. Watch any emotions that come up and use the breath to clear it, and then ground. It's perfect. You have all the tools that you need. Okay. So I'm releasing anytime I have felt that I was unable to trust myself to create anything good. Ooh, this makes sense. So I'm releasing the energy of cowardness, feeling like a coward. Yeah. And I'm going to use my breath because I need it. Okay, so I'm releasing the energy of stress. Anytime that this has caused stress in any part of my body or being. I'm going to release sadness. So I'm working with my pendulum and my chart here. That's why I'm looking down. This is also true for me. I'm releasing feeling oversensitive, that I may be oversensitive, like I'm taking things too much to heart. That's a good thing to release for sure. The next emotion or energy is hopelessness, feeling hopeless about something. I'm going to take my own advice and use my breath. And then the next word is inferiority. Anytime that I have felt inferior. Yep, definitely. Not good enough. Inferior. And the last word I'm going to say out loud is belittlement. So anytime I felt small, little, I shrunk myself down because I created something and I didn't feel good enough about it. I didn't celebrate it. I doubted myself. I didn't trust myself. So could be like lots of old stories or experiences that can corroborate all of that. So we're just releasing that because it's old and it doesn't need to continue. We can create something new. So I'm going to ask for this to be transmuted and rebooted as I take that next deep breath for myself. And sometimes I'm good to move on, but sometimes when I work with people, I will just check in with them and say, do you need a minute? Are you feeling more in your body? Is there stuff still moving and activated? And if there is for you, please pause this and then just when you're ready, unpause it so we can move on to the next thing. But don't feel like you have to rush onto the next part of this when you're watching the replay. Just take your time. So sometimes there are sensations coming up. Sometimes the body's releasing. Sometimes it feels like an expansion and an opening. And sometimes it actually feels like a contraction and tightness and discomfort and sometimes pain. And that's part of the process. It will open up and release. I do promise you that. But sometimes the energy like comes in to meet where it's sitting in the body. It's like gathering and going, oh yeah, there it is. It like comes in and goes whoosh. I found it. And then it will open back up. So, and don't worry about that. When you're done, you can get up and walk around and move around and it should clear for you. Everyone I've worked with has had that place where it opens up, and most people are honestly feeling the release as I'm working. So just trust your body. And if the tightness and the contraction is holding on, just either private message me or leave a comment and I can share some tips so you can move it. But breath is amazing. Use your breath in and out. Hi, Kate. Thanks for joining. Oh, hi, Tracy. I'm doing a clearing on myself. I did the clearing part, and now I'm going to bring in the positive words and the affirmation. But the topic that I'm working on today is anytime I have felt that I was unable to trust myself to create anything good. Even when I did create something good, when I doubted it, when I didn't trust that it was good or good enough. So you can go back and watch the beginning. For the clearing, I'm bringing in the new energy, and then I'm going to do a frequency number also, so you guys can just listen to that. And thanks for joining. All right. So the new energy, the positive words, the love-based words that I'm calling in to replace, clearing that out, is empathy. And when I say these words, I do tell people that I work with, doesn't mean you don't have empathy. It means more is coming in. It could be you're giving yourself more empathy. It could be that it's coming from the outside, or both. So again, it doesn't mean we're not empathetic or we don't care. It's that more is coming in. So let's see what else. So just take these words in, allow the words to shower you, allow them to come into your field. I feel them in my field, and I like put my hands out so I can receive them. Ooh, this is a good one. Powerful. Powerful. Feel that. That's what's coming in. We did some clearing, and now we're bringing in powerful. And just like before, I'm going to use my breath to receive that, because that feels a little like overwhelming. Like, do I deserve that? Wow, that feels like, whoa, okay, so yes, I do deserve it. And I'm going to take that in. I'm going to really feel powerful and allow that to sink in. I'm getting a little emotional because it's big. Ooh, great word, empowerment. These are great. I'm using my pendulum. I'm not even like picking them out. I'm letting the pendulum guide me into what my higher self needs at this moment for the clearing. So we have powerful, empowerment, fabulous. Ooh, how about this? Cheerfulness. So anytime we might be feeling like, I don't know, for me, what this topic brings up is not good enough. So I can replace the not good enough with cheerfulness. It can be cheerful. I can bring in cheer. Oh, and this doesn't surprise me. So my pendulum went right over to the word worth. So worthy. Makes sense. So allow yourself to just, if you want to close your eyes and feel and bring that in, the energy of worth. Whew. And I'm going to end with this word, security. It's a good one. Feeling secure. Feeling like I deserve this new energy, and feeling secure, like it's safe to receive. This is what's coming in for me. Something else may be coming in for you that feels a little different. But for me, security, it's safe to receive. It's safe to be open to receiving. I know that I have some more work to do around this topic, but this is a good start. And then I ask for this to be downloaded. And then I ask what percentage cleared. I get 100%. That's for me. So hopefully you're able to receive that. I will do the frequency number. Thanks for all of you tuning in here with me. I did a meditation last week that I won't go into it, but I was doing this meditation where I was inviting and dropping words into my palms, into my energy centers in my hands. So any of these words that resonated with anyone, like worth or powerful, just drop the word and the energy in your palm and start to feel it and start to let that energy grow. You will feel it. I'm not going to take the time to do that here because it'll be a longer video than I had wanted, but pause if you want, or come back and place a word in your palm, because believe me, you will start to feel the energy grow and you'll start to feel that. And then I like to take that, whatever that word is, and like just take it into my heart and bring that in close. It's really powerful. I think so. A nice little tip. All right. How are you guys doing? How's everybody feeling? If anybody's still on here live with me, let me know how you're doing. This is a big topic for me today, so I am emotional, and it is bringing up stuff for me that I'm gonna work on after. So if this is emotional for you, this is normal. Hopefully it will clear and release, and it won't feel so heavy for you. Okay, so I'm going to tune in to the frequency number now. And I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to download. Some numbers will come in. For people that are like, what the heck are you doing with the numbers and how does that work? So a really good example is sound healing. Sound is very healing for us. The vibrations and the frequency break up stagnant energy in the body. So people use sound bowls or chimes or tuning forks. It's all just helping to clear what's stagnant, stored, and stuck in the body. So frequent numbers have frequencies and they have healing qualities. So when I string the numbers together, it creates a vibration and a resonance that starts to break up energy in the body. So I'm going to just stick with the topic. So anytime we felt that we were unable to trust the self to create anything good, there might be some pauses in the sequence, so just hang tight with me. I'll let you know when it's over. Sometimes the numbers come in fast, sometimes they come in slow. Just receive. 7, 9, 3, 4, 'I may do some clearing with my hands. 7, 8, 'Use your breath if something feels big. 9, 3, 4, 1, 0. Seven, 7, 8, 4, 9, 3, 6, 7, 3, 1. I'm still using my breath. 0. Because I'm feeling stuff come up. I can't put words to it, but I'm just feeling things come up. So I'm using my breath just to help release and clear. Okay, so that last 0 was the last one. And then just take a moment and see how you feel. Tune in to how you feel. Do you feel any different? Do you feel a little lighter? Do you feel more clear? Do you feel like the energy has come in that contraction state and it's still contracted? I have a friend who sometimes when she hears certain numbers and the numbers change, depending on the sequence, she like feels nausea and tightness and like she wants to throw up because it's clearing. It's working to clear. So that's okay. I say that in case you may be feeling that. Like you're like, whoa, I feel like big, like overwhelmed with this. Yeah, maybe you do. And that's okay. That's okay. It'll clear. Okay. I recommend walking around, moving, shaking it out, get up, shake it out. Drink plenty of water. This was an energetic clearing for people. It does affect people differently. Some people feel fantastic. Some people feel a little more tired, but then it will shift and you'll feel better. Typically with this work, people just feel really, really good and light, but sometimes it may be going in, it's like a rotor-rooter going in to clear stuff out. So I hope that this helped. I do want to say one more thing, and then I might just make a separate video of this. I'm like, whoo, all right, it's kind of big. I'm continuing to study. I'm working with some new modalities. And what keeps coming up is when there's physical things in our body, when there's tightness, tension, injury, illness, there's always an emotion that's sitting somewhere in the body. We can pretty much always track it back to an emotion. So we may think, oh yeah, I've twisted my ankle, I sprained my knee, I'm going in for a knee replacement or hip replacement. Those are all our physical things. The more that I'm studying, and I already knew this with my dowsing, that's the whole point of the dowsing modality that I do, is to clear the emotions that are trapped and stored and stuck. I already have a beautiful modality that I work with, but all the things I'm now studying, which are just adding, are saying the same thing. It's the emotion behind the physical discomfort. It's the emotion behind the limiting belief. That's what we really need to get to. And for me, I'm very comfortable in like looking at those things and pinpointing them out and kind of being a detective. I love it. But for many of us, there's been a suppression of the emotions. Maybe we weren't allowed to talk about things openly when we were growing up in our family or in school or wherever. And so the emotions are really suppressed. And for some people, it's going to be harder to access that, although I can help very easily. But for some people, it's going to feel scary because they've suppressed and they've created a lot of protection around it, created a lot of walls around feeling hard things. Just know the dowsing that I do helps to bring that up and release it without a lot of talking, without a lot of me like prying and prodding. I just do the work with the charts and the pendulum, and I speak the words out loud. So there are ways to do it without, like I said, prodding. But for those where the emotions have been suppressed, it may feel uncomfortable. But with every teacher I'm working with now, they keep going back to the emotions that are stored. And, we're so used to like, why does this hurt? Maybe what pill or what supplement can help? And those do help. But there's an emotion that's underlining. There's a story and there's an emotion. And that's what the work I do focuses heavily on, is clearing that and releasing it so you can be free. So you can free yourself of those like shackles and chains, and just a limiting belief can be in your brain for years and decades, and could come through the ancestral line, could come through like your parents or your grandparents or great grandparents. Sometimes we inherit these things and we don't even know where they come from. So it's big work. It can be very easy, and it can go very deep. So just honor yourself as you're going through this process. Be very gentle, honoring, drink water, move your body, to help with that. Moving the body just helps to move the energy. So going for a walk, just shaking it out, jumping up and down, dancing, whatever feels good to you, yoga, what feels good to you, do that. Okay, any questions, please let me know. Thanks for hanging in. Thanks for watching, whether it's live or the replay. Let me know if this helped you in some way. I would love to hear, and I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks for taking the time to do something for you. Thanks. That's really important. Thank you for taking the time to tune in and to do something for yourself. All right. See you next time.